Now there's phrase elements that you can add into content that's already made. We often call these inline elements because it won't shove the item down to the next line. Let's show you some examples of those. So one of the most easiest is just the bold tag. And the bold tag is just a B. And you can see it makes it bold, like so. You also have the emphasis tags, or that, sorry, let's go with the italics tags, and we'll do a little I here, and that will italicize a word, and you can see how that works, and that word right here is now italicized. There's other tags out there that are very similar. There's a tag that we refer to as the strong tag, and the strong tag works the same way, except for when you have screen readers and different accessibility readers online, it might interpret strong as something different than bold. But with its basic formatting, you can see how it made it bold, just like the bold tag does. And then we can also use the emphasis tags, and that's EM, or the M tags. And you can see how that also italicizes, but you know, the way the screen readers or accessibility readers would read that is it's an emphasized word. There's other things we can add into this that are kind of common. We might want to use the mark tag to kind of mark up that content. You can see how it's highlighted here. We could also use the small tag, and that will make it just a little bit smaller than normal. We can use the subscript tag for sub and refresh that, and you can see how it's made it and kind of shoved it down. We can also use the superscript tag by sup, putting that there, and that will make it kind of go above. So if you're going to do like a power to something or something like that, you can do that. There's other tags that are a little bit different, not as used as much. So the abbreviation tag, if you're going to do an abbreviation for something, you can do that. It doesn't really look any different, but it lets the browser know that you're abbreviating something. There's the code tag, and the code tag will take it and change the font to a monotype tag, and it kind of, you could use it more for if you had a bunch of code that you wanted to put on the screen. There's a definition, a DFN. I don't think it really looks any different, but you can see, well, I guess it italicized there. If you wanted to put a definition of something, that's going to be different than the definition list that we're going to use here later on in this assignment. But there's the sample text, which is just samp. If you wanted to do something with that, looks like code again, but nothing too crazy. And there's a variable tag if you wanted to put out some kind of variable there. And again, looks like they italicized that, for example. So these aren't too hard to learn. There's a lot of them out there, but they're just kind of phrase elements to kind of change, you know, how you write your content and, you know, bold things and just different stuff like that.